Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading from March 6th to the 12th. This is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get specific and detailed, which Virgos love, for your reading. And I do this, Virgo, because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence on divination and tarot, which came out in the 14th century. Every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet. I mean, we go really deep when the two are combined, and they're both aligned with the tree of life. Now, Virgo, this is a big week. This is a big week for you. We have a full moon in your sign. We have a full moon in your sign on March 7th, the same day that Saturn moves into Pisces. Now, if you saw my monthly forecast, you know that this is a game-changing month, okay? This is the starting of a brand new era, all right? Now, Saturn moving into Pisces is going to be a big deal for you, especially in your 7th house. And so what that means for you, Virgo, that's your house of relationships and partnerships. So you will be taking, Saturn is like the taskmaster planet. It's, you know, the planet of tough love and hard knocks and life lessons. So it really makes you get serious about certain things. And with it being in your 7th house, you're going to start being a lot more serious about your personal relationships, okay? With a partner. Some of y'all could be getting married. Some of y'all could be getting engaged. Some of y'all could be, you know, if you've been single for a while, starting to just like, actually, I don't want to be single anymore. I want to pair up, right? I want to have someone to, you know, experience life with. If you, this also applies to career as well, all right? So some of y'all may be getting new jobs. Some of y'all maybe even in your same job, just taking your job a little bit more seriously, especially if it has to do with like your boss or colleagues, or if you own your own business and you partner with another company. Listen, partnerships is just something you're going to take a lot more seriously, okay? Some of y'all may even have moments of like, am I in the right relationship? Am I in the right partnership? All right? Because Saturn does that. Saturn is, again, like all about, it's a very, you know, karmic planet, right? It brings that karmic energy, but it's also, again, the planet of, you know, life lessons and it just truly like responsibilities in that area. Now, that full moon in Virgo is in your sign on that, it's just so crazy, on that same day. So it's going to be, you're going to feel a lot happen this week. Let's just keep it that way. You're going to feel a lot happen this week. You know, full moons do bring closure, but they also bring, you know, closures bring new beginnings. Go outside too. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful full moon. Now, the last thing is that the day after, actually no, March 11th, Venus is sextiling Mars. And that's amazing. We all know what happens when Venus and Mars gets together, okay? So if you are single, this is a great time to go mingle. This is a great time to start swiping right on your Tinder and to go to the bars. And if you're in a relationship, hey, you're just going to feel really, you know, romantic that day, really sexy that day. Again, Venus is sextiling Mars, and that's such a great aspect. Really great aspect. So this is going to be actually, Virgo, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a very big week for you, all right? Very big week. So let's go ahead and get started, see what's going on for you. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising from March 6th to the 12th. All right, Virgos, my Bill Murrays and my Stephen Kings, and who else is a Virgo? Leo Tolstoy was a Virgo. A lot of writers were Virgos. Did y'all know that? A lot of like really famous writers. But you also know that like a lot of they're just Beyonce's a Virgo. One of my favorites is Keanu Reeves. I remember doing his. I do like weekly celebrity reading based on subscriber requests. And someone had requested, and this was a while back, and I remember doing his reading. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, he was just, you know, meant to be famous. Okay, Virgo, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you. This is, wow, there's a lot going on here. Okay. There's a lot going on. You're going to have to let something go. All right? You're going to have to let something go. Uh, and I feel like you know this. There's something that you know you have to let go. One thing is you do have Jupiter in Aries, and that is your eighth house of transformation, death, and rebirth. And Jupiter is really powerful this month, especially toward the end of the month. I don't, again, with my monthly forecast, I mentioned this, and we'll talk about it, when that time comes. But it's almost like that there's something that needs to happen. Okay, you did get the Queen of Cups, which I love. All right, I love that you got the Queen of Cups. I say she is the Princess Diana of tarot, just very loving, just very maternal. She is the queen that leads with her heart, right? She leads with her heart, not her head. And so she's a queen that she knows the name of everybody in her kingdom. All right, doesn't matter if it's the emperor, doesn't matter if it's a farmer. That's how loving she is. Okay, and I love that you got this, and it came up in your past area. So there's a sense of you, a lot of it's that it's more like self-love. You came into this area of just like self-love and just having that insight into your world and just having more care and comfort, and even that maternal side of you is kicking in, whether it's for children or even people in your world, just taking care of like your friends, right? It's like if you go out, if you're like younger and you go out and you have one of those nights and your friend gets like really drunk, you're the one who like pats him on the back. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that maternal side's kicking in, but also a lot of intuitive energy. Okay, and I want you to use that for in your favor, and I want you to use that to feel empowered. She is very intuitive. In fact, the Queen of Cups is very psychic. Okay, very psychic, very. I mean, it's double water here. Queens are water, cups are water, right? So all that emotions, right? So, and intuitiveness. Now, you did get the moon, speaking of intuition, in the heart of your spread. So it is saying that there is going to be a point where this isn't kind of like the theme of the week. You may be in your head a little bit, all right? You may be in your head. I want you to trust your intuition. I really want you to trust your intuition. I want you to let something go. Here's the thing, because one message that's coming through is it's almost like, let's just say, I don't want your past to dictate your future, okay? And you never want to let your past dictate your present or your future. Now with the moon, let's talk about the moon, all right? The moon, let's trace it back. Let's go back, okay? Virgo, let's go back. The moon, Luna, right? Goddess of the moon. That's why we have lunar phases. That's why, it's lunar land, Luna. All right. But if you trace the word back, if you go through the whole etymology of the moon, lunacy. So we all go a little crazy. We know the moon affects us, right? The moon affects us emotionally. It's the full moon, of course, when it's full. And again, the chances of you getting this card with the full moon in your sign this week is major, all right? So it's also just very synchronotic with what's happening astrologically. But listen, the moon affects us. It affects animals. It affects, ocean tides. It's very powerful. But this is saying trust yourself. Go within. Tap into your intuitive side. That's what's going to help you get through. If there's anything that's just like, ooh, a little crazy in your world right now, a little chaotic, or if there's something that is just more of like a decision, again, that whole like letting something go, or just rather than letting something go, it's more just like moving forward from this, okay? You may be spending a little bit of time up here. It may be something that's just like really challenging, but go like into your intuitive side. Tap into your intuitive side, all right? A lot of it may be like, again, a lot of y'all Virgos are feeling this, and it's almost like this week you will definitely feel it, especially around that full moon in Virgo in your sign. But it's almost like some of y'all have this fear of the future, of what will happen if I do this. You got the world in your challenge area, which is why I'm spending a lot of time on this, okay? The world is the end of the major arcanas. Listen, there's 22 paths in the tree of life. There's 22 cards in the major arcana. You've made it, okay? This card is saying you made it to the end. You made it to the end of the journey, starting a new journey. But when it comes to your challenge area, you have to identify, what is that thing that's holding me back from starting this brand new journey, okay? Remember, you are going through a transformative experience. That full moon in Virgo, remember I said it brings closure, closure brings new beginnings. So there's something you may have to let go, all right? And just think about that, all right? Is it, you know, the job that you're in? Is it a relationship that you're in? Is it, you know, a certain way that you're thinking? Is it something that has to do with family? Is it something that has to do with home? Think about that. What resonates with you, Virgo? Because that full moon Virgo is in your first house. That's identity, okay? That's self. That's you. So it can apply to anything that, you know, personally for you, all right? So listen, you did get the Judgment card in your crown, all right? So you are looking for that moment. You are looking for that, like, you know, when you turn on HBO or even like The Simpsons, like right in the beginning, there's that like angel choir, like, ah, it's like that's what you're looking for this week, okay? Have that moment of clarity, that aha moment, that like, oh, I heard the sound of the trumpet, okay? And I know what I need to do, and I know, you know, what I have to let go, and I know what I need to move forward. You see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet here. The dead are rising. The dead in gray is wisdom, okay? So hear the blow of the trumpet, all right? Hear the blow of the trumpet. We know that comes up in a lot of religious texts, but it really is just having that like awakening, okay? Having that spiritual moment, that, you know, even like that aha moment. I know spiritual is a strong word, so, you know, just that alignment, mind, body, soul, just really, you know, the only card in tarot that really has a strong connotation of sound. What is sound? Sound is healing, but it's also vibrations, okay? Vibrating at a higher frequency. Now, you did get the 10 of Pentacles in the root of your spread. And so I really love this, all right? I love that you got that. A lot of y'all are looking for that foundation, okay? You're looking for that foundation, that structure, that stability. This is why Saturn going into Pisces is such a great thing for you, all right? Such a great thing. This is your kingdom come. This is, you know, you made it. It's the you made it card. You see it's raining pentacles actually in the form of the tree of life. You see the happy family here, right? You see how big their castle is. You see all the abundance. I mean, this is all about, you know, legacy at the end of the day, but there's a lot of family energy involved with this as well. So keep that in mind moving forward. I mean, you can have it, just there's got to be something that you're going to have to just there's a transformative experience happening in your life right now, okay? It's going to be happening this week, and you're going to feel it, and you have the power, all right? You have the power, but I want you to know that things are going to move really fast for you. You did get the 8 of Wands in your future, all right? I really love this, actually. I love that you got this card. This is, you know, this is the only card where there's no figure, no person, no symbol, no nothing, right? It's just 8 wands zipping through the air like arrows, right? So there's a lot of enthusiasm with this card. This card is like, things are starting to, they're going to start moving for you really fast, all right? But in a very positive way, and you need to go with that flow. In order to go with that flow, you really need to let something go, okay? It's like tar pit energy, and again, a lot of y'all are feeling it, and a lot of y'all are going to be up here, but when you're up here, unroot things, okay? Unroot those things that you don't need, and have that moment of clarity. Have that moment of clarity, that awakening that you need to really see your future, really see what's going to make you happy, what's going to bring that joy and enlightenment for you, all right, Virgo? So let's get to your stuff. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're not a commenter, I love emojis. If throw an emoji, they really do make me smile when I get those notifications. I really love that. And if you're a subscriber, you actually make my day. Thank you so much for being here. I wouldn't even be here without you. So I am truly grateful and really appreciate it. So let's get to your stuff, Virgo. You see this, right? Oh my goodness. When I say change, change is a coming. Change is a coming. I love this for you. I love this for you. Oh my goodness. This is... And, you know, I think I said earlier, well, maybe I didn't, but you're a mutable sign. So change is actually, out of all the signs, right, the fixed and the cardinal, you adapt easily. You're good at adapting to changes. Now, listen, you got the Ace of Cups. There you go. Boom. Okay? And so it looks like this process that you're going through, this transformation, you really just want to, one of your biggest goals is just having this moment of all your senses fulfilled. You see, this is, we call this the heart of tarot, all right, with the Ace of Cups. Now, this is, I always say, think about that last time something brought you so much joy, it made you cry. Something in your life, okay, that you cried. It was just so joyful. There was so much euphoria. All right, you're looking for another moment like that, all right? And so we're moving toward that, which is great because you got Temperance in your external influences area, in your like environment area. And Temperance really is all about balance. It's all about finding that balance, right, in your life, and that moderation. Temperance comes from the word temporare, and so it actually like means to mix. That that archangel here was known formerly as the alchemist, and you can see she's pouring knowledge between the two cups. She has one foot in the water, one foot on the ground. There's a lot of balance here, but there's a lot of like it, mixing, right? So it's, when I say mixing, it's like finding that balance with in your physical world, but also within yourself. Again, that alignment with mind, body, soul. And then just thinking like, what do I need? What are the ingredients that's going to create that perfect recipe of enlightenment for me? All right. Am I spending too much time at work? Not enough time with the kids? Am I spending too much, time with my friends? Not enough time at work? Am I feeling, not enough joy, feeling too much stress? Find that balance, but it looks like it's going to come through, okay? And Temperance is actually going to help you enjoy the moment, right? That's what it is all about. Enjoying the moment, and really just being patient enough to see, remember, Temperance is moderation. It's self-restraint, right? Having that, enjoying the moment and really absorbing all that, and having the patience to see things through, because those rewards will come, and not like being like, I need this now, because it's gonna come, and it's gonna come fast. So you don't have to wait long. You also got Virgo. You also got the Sun. So there you go. This is all about optimism. This is, the most significant symbol, right? In tarot, the Sun. You and me, we're alive because of the Sun. This is so powerful, right? Our solar system exists because of the Sun, right? So this is optimism. This is growth. This is like shining all that light into your life, clearing all these shadows. Listen, this is amazing. And then you also got the Page of Cups. So this is in your final outcome. It looks like there is something new. This is all about following your bliss at this point. All right. Now, listen, remember, you got the Moon in the heart of your spread. Now you got the Page of Cups, which is very, very, very Pisces. Okay. This is, which by the way, the Moon is Pisces, right? And so the Page of Cups is Pisces too, and it's in your final outcome. And so it's just that, he's very dreamy, he's very imaginative, right? And so I really love that. Pages usher in that new change, new opportunities, new beginnings to follow their bliss. Okay, a lot of creative energy with this. So there could be some creative moments that you have this week, and it could be just, when I say creative and creativity, a lot of people immediately associate that with like the arts, like movies and creative writing. But think of creativity in terms of like problem solving too, or especially if there's a lot going on in here, you have to make the decision to leave something behind. Being creative in terms of like figuring out how to make that happen, right? And it is, again, this is more of like a personal development thing for you, what's happening here with your spread. But with the Page of Cups, that's in your final outcome. That's you just following your bliss, all right? Following your bliss, even if it's like wearing your heart on your sleeve. I mean, this is just, I love that. And it's just, again, very imaginary and just very visionary. You're good. You're good. You, again, this could be a pretty big week for you. The fact that there is a full moon in your sign, you got like the fullest moon in the tarot, in the heart of your spread here, all right, with the moon. So there could be a lot going on, and there could be a little bit of just like you just having a little bit of just like, oh, what do I do? But you will be fine. You just have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your intuition because, again, we got the Queen of Cups here. You got the Ace of Cups here. Now you got the Page of Cups here. And he, just like the Queen of Cups, very intuitive, very psychic. And the Moon, remember, it's all about that intuition. So, and again, and remember the Judgment card in your crown. So have those moments. I love this reading for you. I love this reading for you, but just expect things to start moving, okay? Expect things to start moving once you make that decision to, let something go and to move forward. So, Virgo, I love you so much. You're amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Next week is also a big week. Again, if you like this reading, it would be great if you'd subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.